Yo, what is good everyone, and welcome to the Village of PlayerEssence, where you can come get all your latest gaming and Nintendo Switch news, PE Ninjas. So let's go ahead and get right into this one. So Suda51, the big man over at Grasshopper Manufacturer, has apologized for the awkward translation during the Nintendo Switch presentation 2017. You guys know that presentation where the translator seemed like he didn't even know Japanese at all? Well, there's a good reason why he was fumbling and bumbling around. Suda51 kind of went off script and left the translator with little to go off of since he was going off script. So here is what Suda51 had to say on the matter. There was a prompter, but I stuck about 80% to the script. On the other hand, Nintendo praised me and said it was a great presentation. Foreign people over here probably didn't understand much of what was going on, Suda51 said. Suda also offered to fly the guy out in addition to buying him lunch as well. So he did try to make amends for him. I'm not sure if that translator took him up on that, but either way, I think it made for an interesting show. Obviously, you could tell that he was struggling, but it's not a Nintendo presentation without those type of things. We've seen it before in the past, like The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword not working well on stage because of all the Wi-Fi and interference going on. So there's always going to be some issues here and there on live shows. It happens, and I think that's just something that's with the human element when you talk about a live show and something that's not pre-recorded 100%. You can't edit out those things, and I'd rather have those playful things happen than them to make sure everything is 100% perfect, because Suda51 is not necessarily a by the script guy. He always comes out and does his yeah and stuff like that, his Fire Pro wrestling or whatever it is. So I actually like the fact that he did that, and it presented a little bit of laughs during the presentation. Obviously it probably wasn't funny for that translator because everyone was kind of blaming him for that, but in the end it all kind of worked out as Suda came out and apologized and kind of said what went on there. So overall, I think everyone is happy in the situation. Plus, we got a No More Heroes game announced. So anything that happened before then doesn't matter. Travis Touchdown's coming back to the Nintendo Switch. So that's a good thing, guys. Alright, and moving on to the next article here. Disgaea 5 Complete gets a solid release date for the Nintendo Switch. MVC has got a confirmation that Disgaea 5 Complete will launch on May 26th for the Nintendo Switch. The game is a port of the PS4 version, Disgaea 5 Allegiance of Vengeance, and was previously expected to arrive this spring. However, NIS America associate producer Alan Costa has given MVC this new, more definitive release date. Costa also reinforced the fact that the PS4 and Switch versions are the same, but the Nintendo Edition will come with all the available DLC as standard. The DLC includes new characters and scenarios. Disgaea is like a classic turn-based / strategy RPG to where you can have a bunch of different characters on the map and plan your attack. A lot of different colorful characters out there with a variety of different attacks to really go about it. There's really hard modes in this game, so if you're someone who really likes hard strategy games, you like Fire Emblem, this might be a game for you. Now, the graphics are nothing to write home about when it comes to the look of the game, but the gameplay has tons of depth. I've played Disgaea myself. I think it's a good game. I just think they should just improve the presentation just a little bit from where they have it, but at the same time, the gameplay is more solid than ever. So I'm actually really happy this game is coming to the Nintendo Switch, and NIS America is finally deciding to support Nintendo home consoles. I do feel that with the Nintendo Switch, they have such a unique possibility to break into more homes with this device, especially in Japan where portables are king, but they necessarily couldn't get the game on the PS Vita for one reason or another. So I'm really happy that this game is coming, and I'm definitely going to be picking it up and maybe doing a review on the game. And it is launching on May 26th, so that does seem like it will be a worldwide release date and not just specific to one region or another. Alright, and moving on to the last article here. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and 1-2 Switch have been rated E10 by the ESRB. So I am only going to go over the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild ESRB description. So here they are. The rating summary for the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild states that this is an adventure game in which players assume the role of Link on a quest to stop the growing evil in the land of Hyrule. As players explore the open world environment, they can forage for materials, explore shrines, and engage in melee-style combat against fantastical creatures. Example, goblins, skeletons, and centaurs. Players use swords, axes, clubs, and bows to defeat enemies that generally disappear amid puffs of smoke. One brief sequence depicts a battlefield strewn with the bodies of enemy creatures. In this background, a few bodies appear to be impaled by spears. The game contains some mildly suggestive material, fairies with moderate cleavage and or exaggerated breast sizes. Dialogue such as, "I get to see a young hunk draw a bow again," and "If I have to have something pounce on me, why couldn't it be a young lady?" During the course of the game, a shop owner tells Link that she only serves drinks that are definitely just for adults. Players can encounter a drunken character that occasionally hiccups. So the game does have a few suggestive themes here and there, but nothing too crazy. Maybe a tad bit more edgy than most Zelda games out there, but overall, I'm super hyped for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This has to be my most anticipated game, probably since like Mass Effect 2. Like, I am really hyped for this game. Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, I was also really hyped for that game as well. Bayonetta 2 was another one of those games, so this is right up there with that. But what I love about this game, and I've talked about it before in previous videos, but just the atmosphere and the style and changing the conventions. They really said, we're going to try something new, we're going to try something different, we're going to bring Zelda to the new age, and they were able to do it on the Wii U and the Nintendo Switch. I'm really excited for this new direction, and as much hate as the DLC has got, I honestly believe that the DLC in this game is not only going to be amazing, but it's going to blow away everyone when it comes to the type of value you see in a DLC package and the quality of the story as far as what you get. There is very few DLC out there that you really say, wow, after you buy it. That was a great addition. For me, it's stuff like the Shadow Broker for Mass Effect. That was amazing DLC. Fallout 3 had some really good DLC and some so-so DLC, but there's very few out there, and I feel when that DLC Pack 2 drops and you actually get that extra story expansion, I really feel that it's going to be something special, in addition to giving Zelda players a little bit more of a challenge outside of the hero mode that's already in the game. So I'm really looking forward to this. I do feel that this game is really going to be a tone setter for the Nintendo Switch. It's going to help sell systems months and months and probably years after end. I think this game is going to be the biggest evergreen, or one of the biggest evergreen titles for the Nintendo Switch, as it's going to keep on selling well after it launches. So I'm really looking forward to this. Let me know what you guys think about The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, in addition to all of the articles that we talked about today. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and hit that like button if you did like it. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest news, reviews, discussions, and more. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys for the next video. Peace!